Let's play!
Hello everyone and welcome to another unboxing. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I don't know why I'm hiding it, because you've already seen the title. Boom! The Raiden Nendoroid Metal Gear Solid 2 version. Once again from our good friends at amyamy.com. Send me this little card every time, and I show it every time, because it's such a small gesture that is actually super nice. So, I do not have any other Nendoroids. Recently, Nintendo has announced that they're doing a lot more Nendoroids after their success of the Luigi, Mario, and Wind Waker ones. And then the Pokemon ones were there too, but you can't get them at all because of the fact that they're Pokemon Center exclusive and they only ship to, like, the States. So, like, let's ignore those. Thinking about them makes me salty. But to start my collection, I thought let's get one that's coming up. I got this one and another one, which we'll do another unboxing of soon. But this is obviously not Nintendo related, but it's game related. And as such, you know, I want to build my game collection. Metal Gear Solid 2, for those of you who don't know, I did a Let's Play, don't watch it, it was terrible, done in standard definition. I might redo it one day, I'm probably going to redo it one day. Is my favorite Metal Gear Solid, because I like Raiden as a character. I mean, like, honestly, his design is really good. As you can see, this is number 538, so we're starting a little late. As it says, Metal Gear Solid 2 version. And, warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years. Yeah, it's pretty obvious it's not for children under 3 years. We'll get to that soon. Cute to look at, fun to play with, and great to collect Nendoroids. They're cute, and they're great to collect, but I'm not sure about the fun to play with, because, like, these are, like, not toys, are they? They're a little too expensive to be a toy. I mean, if a kid wants to play with it, they can. No problem with that. I hope by play they just mean pose. But enough about that. Let's do the actual unboxing. I brought, of course, my high-frequency blade. Rules of nature. And they run when the sun comes up with their eyes on the line. But that's not the Metal Gear Solid 2 version. Metal Gear Solid 2's version would be a theme that is no longer allowed to be used due to copyright, and that makes me salty. Honestly, if you haven't heard the story, the MGS2 theme is not allowed to be used in games anymore because apparently it's a ripoff of some, like, Russian song that came out years before, and it makes me really sad because that is such a good song. But okay, so we have instructions here, so that's good. So we'll get to all the pieces on our own time, though. So let's start off with the, well, the elephant in the room, which is, of course, Raiden himself. Of course, though, he's totally masking taped up in a way that it's actually going to be such a pain to open him. No, it's actually not too bad. Okay, this is a lot easier to get apart than Figma's. Figma's, I had to recently reorganize them, and they were a bit of a pain to get back into the boxes. Alright, so basic Raiden. So he feels very solid. Like, of course, these are nice, high-quality figures, so of course they're gonna feel good. Good action poses already. Wow. Wow, that's actually... I've never held a Nendoroid before, so this is just gonna be basic Nendoroid stuff, but he gets really good articulation on everything. Little sidearm thing there. Holster? That's what they're called. I'm Canadian. Oh. Gonna say Canadian. I don't know how guns work. I think that's okay, because from what I've seen, Nendoroids are extremely, like, customizable, and you can take bits and pieces off of each one. And you might not. It's not an advertised feature, of course. But say if I want to give, you know, oh my God, that is a butt. Nice. If I want to give, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog on this, I totally can. But so let's see here. If I take off the head, and I can just put this on. And there we go. We have naked Raiden. I love it. It's so good. Like, it looks so good, actually. And he does still retain the hole on the back, meaning once I have another Figma coming, I'm just going to spoil it now, it's Venom Snake. He comes with the Fulton system. I'm going to have naked Raiden being Fultoned by Venom Snake, aka all my fanfictions put together. But let's put his regular body back on. Mostly so that we can, you know, give him other stuff. But one of the things that's actually included is an alternate faceplate. Now this one, I don't know if you can tell, like, this is just Nender... Can you zoom in, actually? Woo, that'd be nice. Like, just like a Nender... Can I actually focus? I can't manual focus, I hate that. This is just Nendoroid style, but this one's actually done in the style of the official Metal Gear Solid art. So, let's take his face off. In a scene reminiscent of something that would be from a Metal Gear game. I'm surprised they haven't done face swapping in Metal Gear yet, honestly, and this goes just right. Ooh. Oh, it's down lower than I thought. Come on, let's put that in. Okay, this is my fault for not lining it up. Oh, it's a tight fit, actually. It's a really tight fit. Do I have to, like, slide it in? Huh. It's not exactly fitting. One second. Let me try this actually not on camera so you can actually get it. Doing it through viewfinder is actually surprisingly difficult, but it's also difficult to just do it out of the viewfinder. Oh, it looks almost like it's been molded a bit wrong. Let me just squish it out a bit. It's like they molded it too thin. Because I'm lining it up and it's not going in just perfectly. Just wait, almost got it. Oh my god. Just need to use my memes and other stuff that are Metal Gear inside jokes. We did it. Boom. Okay. That's what he looks like. That's what he looks like if he had a bad military cut and they just forgot the back half. Oh yeah, the parts are actually really tight to get back on, which is good because that means then once they're on, it's solid. But wow, no, that looks good. I like that. It's very stylized. We have other accessories though. Now there's one in particular that was apparently here, but I can't find it. Let's look in the box one more time because it was advertised, but I don't see it, and I'm actually a little sad if that's the case. Here it is. It's on the back of the box, and it is, of course, a box. That's actually so good. Okay, so I'm doing this all off screen. I'm sorry, I apologize. Just listen to the sounds of me making it. We have a box. A cardboard box. Now, the snake one also came with one. I missed the snake one, which makes me sad. But, you know, one day. I'm actually going to look at the instructions just to make sure I don't screw up on the box. Wow, it's actually, all the instructions are in English. Oh, they're dual, oh, I never knew. Like, the box is pretty much entirely Japanese, so the fact that they're actually in English is really nice. I need glue or double-sided tape, not included with this product. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to probably make it afterwards to get it, you know, fully real, but, so, you know, you put him in the box, and he can hide in the box, and he actually fits, you know, he fits in it pretty perfectly. So, I'll have to do that later. So, I did not come prepared with it, even though it said to. Combine weapons with appropriate hands. Well, let's give that a shot. So, let's see here. Oh, interesting. So, okay. I'm just reading the instructions. There's apparently a support block, which you can use to get him to stand up, which is nice. But first off, okay, so let's see here. We got, of course, his sword, which is funny because he only uses his sword at the very end of the game. It's so iconic with him, but it's literally for one section, and, you know, you can only do it in the side ops. So you can actually put it into the sheath, am I correct? Oh, it's the wrong way. It's not very ninja of me. So yeah, it actually goes into the sheath, which is this leg just keeps coming off. I just picked him up. That's not good. Okay, let's see here. Maybe it just has to be clicked right in properly. There we go. So, now, this goes on his back, which you can oh my god, it actually like wraps around him. That's incredible. This is so like in-depth, articulate. Wait, how's that go on him though? It doesn't actually really say. I would assume that this, oh my god. Okay. So this little part goes on his back. At least I know that. Thank goodness for the miracle of jump cuts, because that was European extreme levels of difficult to get on. See, it only goes on one very specific angle. It will not go on any other. But the good news is, cutting away means I was able to actually get the rest of his stuff ready. So, of course he has his sword. As I was saying, His sword is iconic for him because it appeared in all sorts of art, but he really only uses it at one point in the game, and the only reason like he's really known for it now is because of Rising, more so than the his appearance with it in Metal Gear Solid 2, which, speaking of Solid, this is really I'm not used to Nendoroids. You know, American toys are made so easily for kids to be able to work them, but this is surprisingly difficult to get on. There we go. And his leg fell off for, I think, the 6th time. This one leg is definitely going to need some working to get on for good. But, so there we go. He's looking a little kawaii with it. I mean, look at him. Oh, Nani? You mean Senpai won't let me cut her? That sounded gross, but I was doing it like a, yandere sort of thing. So, we can pose him, you know, in a sort of fighting sword thing, trying to get his official art thing. Better poses will come later. I guess I'm not going to put them on because I don't need to. We get a little silenced pistol, which is nice. I guess, sadly, they're both for the same hand, so you can't give him a gun and a sword because that would be too cool. We get a little, what is basically the SOCOM, I think. I could be wrong. He actually gets, this is the balance piece I was talking about, so when he's lying down, what you want to do is you can position his head up somehow, shows in the art, but then you put this right here, you put this on his chin, and then it like positions him so he can look up somehow. They show it on here, like that's about as much as you can get, so that's okay. I don't think I'll have him lying down. A nice little piece for if you want it for other figures, but I think for that's okay. And finally, of course, the base, which when we put him on, looks like a nice little figure, you know? He's like this. And now his other hands are like a splayed sort of, you know, hi-ya hand, which is gonna definitely be his other one to get his pose. You know the one that's already on the box and stuff. Okay, this one's a lot easier to get in, for some reason. So let's see here. Well, there we go. It definitely was not Lucina's pose level of difficult to pose. The only problem I had was the holster, not the holster, the sheath kept falling off whenever I would reposition him, which was a bit of a pain, and his leg kept coming off. But otherwise, honestly, this figure looks so good. It is recognizably Raiden. You get the pose, you get the little finger, you know, all in all, it's gonna look wonderful on my shelf, and I'm looking forward to more Nendoroids to sort of complete the line and stuff, because, I mean, I love Metal Gear Solid 2, and all those other figures are way too expensive to get, so honestly, this is just a perfect little figure for me, the only Metal Gear Solid 2 fan seemingly in the world after hearing people complain about the ending on every single outlet. I love it. I love the ending. I love everything about it, and I even love Raiden, so I'm very happy I got this Nendoroid and look forward to more in the future. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ciao!